Hey dolls, so today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial with the gorgeous model Beatrice again, and this one is inspired by Rihanna's new collection, which is called Diamond Bomb, and she has this gorgeous highlighter and a lip gloss, but we're just going to be featuring the highlighter today, and it's based off of her 2014 look, red carpet look, and I'm going to insert pictures so you can see, and it's just gorgeous, and we just like took that look and used her products to recreate it and make it look more up to date. So stay tuned if you want to see how I do this makeup tutorial with the gorgeous model Beatrice, and follow her below. Her information and Instagram page and her YouTube channel will be in the description box below. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's do this makeup video. Yes, hunty, look at that glow. So I'm going to start off, I've already done one eye, I'm going to do the second eye. First of all, I put concealer to add as a base, and it holds the eyeshadows really good, and I do that off camera. Did her brows as well. So I'm going to show you how I do concealer to highlight underneath her brows, and I'm going to be mixing two LA colours, fawn, and another colour, I think it's beige, because I want that dramatic highlight underneath the brows. It just makes your brows look really high, and it's so pretty. So I'm just going to take a little bit of beige and add it to fawn, and fawn is by LA Colours, and I'm going to blend it in a downward motion into her eye socket, not too far, just a little bit. Okay, so I did add a bit of transition colour in her eye socket, and I'm just going to blend that in. And I just want to say, don't focus on the eye that you think is already done too much, because I'm going to add more glitter. I just wanted to do them almost at the same time, so try and focus on the eye that I'm doing. I'm always going to keep going back and forth between both eyes till I'm completely done. So now I'm going to take a deep plummy-ish, brownish, like brown eyeshadow. I can't remember the name of what I'm using, but you can use any deep brown MAC eyeshadow or any deep brown eyeshadow. And I'm just going to almost create a slight cut crease. I'm also going to fix up the other side and use my fingers as well. And like I work on both sides at the same time, back and forth. And I'm just creating a slight messy cut crease, not too sharp. So now I'm just going to buff that colour in and kind of marry the two colours together so they look really blended. And make sure you blend it out, because that's what Rihanna had with her look, and you always want to blend out your eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm now going to be taking this MAC Paint Pot base, and I'm going to just fill that in, just using it as an extra base so the eyeshadow just stays on really nicely, and it's like a nude skin tone. So next I'm going to be taking the Rihanna product, and it's going to be the highlighter, and I'm going to just like put in the corners of her eyes just so it has this really nice. Okay, so next I'm going to be using this MAC glittery, it's a new product they have, and it's this glittery product, and it's just this gorgeous eyeshadow, and it looks great, but it's really... Now I'm just going to do the eyeliner. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this smoky black colour and just get the edges and start to smoke out this silvery look. And that's what I'm using, it's a glittery MAC. smoky eyeshadow, and it's the only one they have that's glittery and black. And I'm just going to use it on the lids, all over the lids, just gently, not too much. So it's time for the liquid liner, and I'm just going to be really careful. You have to be really careful when you do this or it can get in your eye. Okay, so now time to add that silvery smoky eye colour back in, and just, okay, so it's time for the fun part. I'm going to use some of that Rihanna highlighter and I'm going to put it in the middle of the lid. It's just going to make the colour look really glittery. Okay, so clean up underneath the eyes, so because you're going to have a lot of glitter and fallout, especially from the highlighter. Now we're going to go back with the black and just intensify the corners of the eyes so it can really look smoky, because the one Rihanna had on was very intensified around the corners. So I'm just time for some lashes. Okay, so we're going to do some concealer and highlight underneath the eyes, but I'm going to start off with her actual skin tone colour. It's time for some foundation and we're just going to go in. She's wearing an NW45 and we're just going to... Okay, so I'm going to be using the matte concealer color palette and just blend everything in. I'm using her actual foundation color because I had to start with that first, and it's almost like a base, but it also corrects. So next we're going to be taking in the concealer and put in the Fawn LA. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and just pat the colour into her skin. You just want it to look like it's just naturally there and not product sitting on top of the skin. And make sure your beauty blender is damp and just pat. I like to let the concealer sit for a bit as I work on other bits of makeup, and also as I do the concealer on top of her forehead and everywhere that she needs to be highlighted. So that's what I do. I just let the under eye sit. Okay, so I'm going to use the Black Opal foundation stick, and I love this colour on women of colour. I mean, you can use it on anyone. They have good... So here is my highlighting trick. You just want to buff your beauty blender into the skin, like buff the highlight, the concealer into the skin. You don't want any, like, you want it to look almost like it's a natural. So if you want to know what the model was eating, she's eating Welch's fruit snacks. Berries and cherries flavour. So I'm using my Ben Nye banana powder to just clean up underneath her eyes and blend everything out and just cover the concealer, and just, as you can. So next I'm going to take my powder, which is Blunt by MAC, and I'm just going to go over the cream contour and just, you know, kind of what I did with the powder under the eye for the highlight. Okay, it's time for the fun part, the Rihanna highlighter. So it is an amazing product. I like it. I feel like she's at the top of the game for highlighters. Can you just see how, you know, we don't even have to use much and it just looks so flawless, so pretty. Now I'm going to take my NYX spray and Okay, so I'm going to add some of the highlighter, the Rihanna highlighter, underneath her tear dot area, and it just makes... I'm using MAC's Chestnut lip liner, and this is so beautiful for all women of colour. It literally goes with all of your lipsticks, like every single colour you can imagine. Just use this and your lips will look amazing. I feel like any colour I put on her will look amazing because... Okay, so I'm going to take MAC's Velvet Teddy lipstick and I'm going to put it right in the middle, and a lot... Wait, water break. So I found this amazing e.l.f. lip gloss which I use all the time, and it literally just plumps your lips. So I'm gonna go back in with my chestnut and just blend the colours together. So I'm just gonna use some mascara and blend out the eyelashes, and like... Now we're just gonna blend, and not blend, just add more of the highlight on and just blend it out. It's so pretty. It's such a nice highlight. So here is the final look. It looks exactly like the look that Rihanna had on the red carpet for the CDFA in 2014, and we recreated it using her products. I think that's so amazing. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe down below.